Hello and welcome back to the Lady Sows. Today I'm going to be potting on my chilies from the chilli challenge. I grew two varieties of chilli. I grew the Joe's Long and I grew this XXL Longhorn. Now these have got a bit leggy even though they've been under the grow lights. I think I had the grow lights a bit too far away. So I sowed 10 seeds of each, if you remember from my previous video about these. Well, I've only had 4 of these ones that have come up, and I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 come up of these ones. So I'm now going to pot them on. Although I'm out in the potting shed, I've had this compost has been in the house, so it's warm. So it's quite dry as well, but that's fine. I know sometimes you should water compost before planting. Right, let me move you down so you can see what I'm doing. I'll get this out of the way. Right, so I'm going to start with the Joe's Long. If I can find my dibber thing, here it is. So make a hole. I'm actually going to bury these quite deep because, as I say, they're a bit on the leggy side. I have moved the lighting down a bit. I did put the lighting up a bit while I was away over Christmas. And I will be putting them back in my grow tent, although I need to make a bit more space. So I need to move the onions, have a look at the onions, and I think some of those will be being taken out of there. I've got water in the conservatory where these are going to be residing for the time being. And I tend to prick out when my plants are actually quite small. As you can see, none of these have got true leaves on them yet. But I'm just going to do 4, I think, of these, of the Joe's Long. I will have to label them all up. Or maybe I'll do 5. The reason I do that, I find that they're actually fine. I would often, with my other vegetable seedlings, I will plant them into much smaller pots to start with, but these are going to be fed anyway with the water's got liquid seaweed in, so they're going to get fed. With multi-purpose compost, there's usually only enough nutrients for about 6 weeks, but these will stay in here now, probably for quite some time. I don't know how long, but so that's that. So that's the Joe's Long. As I say, I've got 3 and a weedy one in there. So I think I'm just going to, I am going to put a bit more vermiculite on those as well, it just helps with dampening off and that sort of thing. So this is the extra. So the Joe's Long are for how many chilies on one plant, And these ones is for the longest chili. This is the double XL Longhorn. Poke that down a bit more, don't want to damage it. So I'll make the hole a bit bigger, then I can poke it in there a bit better. It's just really because they're a bit leggy, so I want to, I'm hoping because I've brought the lighting down that it won't be so bad. What I can do is move them into the propagator and switch the heating off in the propagator, because I've got lighting in the propagator as well, and the lighting is then a bit closer, so they might benefit from that. So I might actually do that, although because I don't need that propagator with heat until January, when I'm going to plant my chilies. So I'll just about run out of this compost, this warm compost, but then I've only got one more to do of these. I have to make some more up, put it in the house to warm. Let's put that label in there. So I'm just lifting these by their leaves. That one I'm burying a bit more, and hopefully they will survive. If they don't, they don't, but you can only ever try, can't you, when it comes to gardening, and hope. So I'll just put some vermiculite on all of these. This is fine vermiculite. I've only got medium vermiculite, so I blitzed this up in my blender food processor to actually get it a bit finer. I dare say if it was my husband doing it, I'd have gone nuts, but as it's me that's doing it, I could get away with blending it in my food processor. My husband doesn't use vermiculite anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right, let's find a tray to put these in, so I can take them indoors and give them a drink, and then put them under the grow lights. See how they get on. Oh, what have I done now? Right, I've made a bit of a booby here because I forgot to put the labels in. So I know that I've got one. That's one. Where are my labels? I'll put XXL on this one. Then I know that's an XXL. So I just planted that one. I think that's the XXL as well, because it was a bit taller. Oh well, c'est la vie. And the other ones are the Joe's Long. Right. Oh well, never mind, eh? I'm sure I'll be able to tell in due course once they start producing some fruit, but who knows. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I will let you know how I get on with these chilies. As I say, I know that I've got one of each because I used the original labels, but I think I've labelled them up correctly. But that, I should write the labels up first, but no, I didn't. As I say, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you again another time. Bye for now.